Welcome to the heart of Sooner Nation, Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. And if you aren't familiar with the saying, Boomer Sooner, you will be soon enough. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Line gets set, first down. Handoff to the single back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Sooners want to crank the tempo. Looking for space, it's Hicks. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Jet sweep trying to turn the corner. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. To the air, it's Hawkins. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. A big game there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks have got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your hands early and give your receiver an opportunity before the defense gets to the ball.
Flushed out of the pocket. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Quarterback will audible. He wants to throw it again. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown Sooners! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This crowd bringing Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
That last incompletion leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 23. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. They get to him as he throws. And the pass hits, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Sometimes there are careless interceptions and other times forced ones, and the defense forced that one.
They did. Nice job dialing up the pressure. Great job getting to the QB. So much athleticism on this defense. And moving forward, this offense is going to have to be really careful thinking about how they need to protect their quarterback to give him a chance.
He's got it. Great spot to attack there, right off the turnover, try to strike and keep them reeling.
Absolutely. Coaching 101. Sudden change when you create a turnover and you get the ball back.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. He gets a block. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown. He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the grab. Touchdown Sooner. And once he got loose, it was all over. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Offense getting set for first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. The Tigers are in the hurry up. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Feeling some heat. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Still running at the 40. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
Well, the defense knew they had a huge challenge coming into this one. This running back, one of the top 10 in the nation right now in rushing yards, they're going to have to load the box defensively, and they're going to have to get a lot of hats to the football because he is not easy to bring down.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. On the move. Relying on that running game inside the red zone. He picked up 3 to the 11.
Brings up second down.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Unloads quickly. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Touchdown, Tigers. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Sooner offense returns to the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On the ground, it's Hicks. Turns it on at midfield. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Oklahoma 21, Clemson 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Coming after it. And the pressure was in his grill in an eyelash.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, going up top. Time to take a shot. And he's got it inside the 20. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Touch pass on the run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Colorado is taking on the form of its beloved Ralphie. They are running away with this one behind an offense that's firing on all cylinders. They're up 14 over Baylor. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
They'll give it to him again. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
To the air, it's Hawkins. Buying some time. He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. On the run, still looking. Makes the catch, he's got enough. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too.
Just keeps moving. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows than it is about, being physical up front. But if this unit does get that physicality and get that ground game and a good offensive line, I think that's when you see the best of the Clemson Tigers.
He's now up to 95 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Here comes Clemson with another first down. They're getting this guy lathered up. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Finds his man. It's Moore. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Motion from the offense. He'll do it himself. Didn't get much. Picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. Needing to convert, Clemson comes to the line. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Incomplete, the defense holds.
Offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football late.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense, but the defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
They'll run it. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Sooners want to move quickly. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Buying some time as he moves left. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. They'll try to get it through the air. He's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Mitchell. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Sooners will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And tackled there by the defense.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Hit as he throws. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Now adjusting. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown Sooner.
Man, it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Fielded in the end zone. It's Peppers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. One more snap coming before halftime. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Sooners will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Peppers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Clemson jumps to the line. Now the play fake. Pressure coming. Stands in and takes the hit. And that ball is picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. There are few things that can impact the game more than the ability to hit the other team's quarterback, and that was a big play there.
And I love the team defense on this play. One, excellent job getting to the QB and forcing the errant pass. And how about the secondary on the back end, able to rally that football?
And it's caught inside the 20. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Jumped the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Sooners trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Makes the catch. It's Thompson. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal.
3:25. 691. Gators squad. Alert, alert.
Trying to punch it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This defense didn't hang its head. They've stood tall after the big play. 3rd and goal coming. Pushes for the goal line.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Here comes the option. He's stopped, knocked down behind the line of scrimmage on 4th and goal, and they'll have it at the 3.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Gives him a little more breathing room, a 3-yard gain out to the 7. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd down.
Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
You know, there's a lot of communication when it comes to defenses. Like, you have to talk, have to understand if somebody does this, I have to do this. I have to pass off wide receivers. Apparently, the communication was busted.
Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So he gets stuffed on 1st down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now in this 2nd play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat-and-mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
On 4th down, looking to pass. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last round.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Hawkins. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he makes the catch inside the 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the route is on.
perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Peppers. And the ball is loose on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession.
And this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around. They're beating their blocks. The ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, and that is massive. And now it sets them up for great field position.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Right back to him on the ground. Touchdown Sooners! And the pummeling has started.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah.
Just destroying his way through the field. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Might as well give it to him again. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Williams. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
Well, he was licking his chops. As soon as he saw blitz, he knew some guy was trying to cover him man-to-man. Ain't going to happen. With his skill set, he's one of the best in the country, and that is just way too easy.
The RPO, it's complete. They get him down after he makes the catch.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch past the sticks. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
That's a first down for the offense.
On the set.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Oklahoma 49, Clemson 7.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Relying on that running game as they threaten a pickup of 4 down to the 13. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll run it from the gun. Spins away with great balance. Pulled down after a pickup of 5. They'll mark it at the 8.
I think you run that play so you stay out of third and long. Third and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. Third and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good third down.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. Looking for a productive play on first down. On the run, it's Hicks. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
To the air, it's Hawkins. Gets it to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Sooners in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that pass is caught at the 25. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Clemson now operating in the red zone.
Brings up 2nd down.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Clemson!
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. New Mexico stopped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Albuquerque. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He'll run it again. Open space at the 25. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. From the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Looking for a deep man. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. To the air on 1st down. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Got him down quickly after the pick, but man, do you have to take care of the ball down here, and they didn't. They'll mark it at the 27. 1st down here for the offense. The give to the tailback. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
Now the pitch. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Here we go.
They'll give it to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to power their way ahead. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Sooners will hustle to the line. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Got it.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step he shot.
It's a fake. It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. Bought a little time. Lets it go. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. He'll start this drive firing. Blasted as he lets it go. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which color jerseys they're wearing? So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, and this crowd's been jacked up. They've been
unleashes one deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Hawkins. A shot toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs him for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's going up top here late in the game. Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Looking for more room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And this defense coming out with points of their own. What an interception return. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David. No question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this. If you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance.
And they got him. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put a capper on this game. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer.
points.